So hi Casey, welcome back to counseling. So what would you like to talk about today?
Alright, well, I think today I'm going to talk about, I know last time I talked a little bit about my parents, and I think now I'm going to talk a little bit more about them. So I don't remember if I really explained to you last time that me and my family, we all lived together in Knoxville, and then my parents last year moved to Nashville. So I stayed here to go to school, but they went. My mom, she lives like right next door to her brother and her dad, so she wanted to be closer to her family, which is understandable. So I lived with my parents. I went to a community college, so I lived with them for like a semester, and then I came back to Knoxville. And I liked living with them, I really did, but it was hard for me to be away from, my friends here, because I'm not really good with, making new friends, I guess, at school. It's easier for me to, have friends that I've known for a while, So, yeah, I moved back here, and now my dad's brother, he recently passed away, and then I kind of lost someone a little close to me, so it's been really, I've had like a little bit of separation, I guess.
Yeah, so that distance between home and like the comfort of home and like being here for school is kind of causing that. Would you say that's it?
Yeah, definitely. And I guess my parents are really understanding about like me living here, and they but at the same time they're always like, yeah, you should just move back home, and I want to be close to them, but at the same time do I want to live, they live in Nashville, but it's not like downtown Nashville, it's like a little tiny cow town, so it's really small, but my family is there, but it's kind of like me questioning, oh, do I want to move all the way from like my home in Knoxville to be, it's like two homes, and it's kind of like a torn.
Yeah, so you pick one. Yeah, because you're like family and like people that always support you, and then you have like your friends, and like you were saying, it's difficult for you to make new friends, and so it's like having that comfort of like a solid friend group. So like trying to make a balance between that. When do you graduate?
I'm supposed to graduate in December of 2016.
Okay.
So.
Year and a half.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that, and my parents are always like, just come home whenever you graduate, and get a job here. And I want to be close to them, because it's hard for me, like even when I go to visit them, it's hard for me to even leave, because I get really anxious of like, are they, my dad, he suffered like a few losses within the last year, and it's hard for me to leave, and like, are they okay? Like, not saying that I'm their sole comfort, but it's just, are they okay? Is there anything I can do, or if I lived here, would they feel a little bit better? Does that make sense?
So kind of be that comforting factor for them, because they've had so many losses.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're adding to that loss by being here?
I think that's definitely a part of it. I never really thought of it that way, and I know my cousin, she's like my really close friend. She's like my best friend, and she's about to get married in May. So whenever I go up there, I hang out with her a lot, because I'm helping her like plan for a wedding and stuff. So she told me, she didn't mean it in a mean way, but she almost made me feel like guilty about living in Knoxville and not up there because I guess she kind of, I don't know, she just said it would be really good for you and your parents if you lived here, and you should just move here because it'd be better for everyone. So that was like kind of hard for me. I mean, I appreciate her being honest, but it's just like hard for me to,
Yeah, receiving that honest of a statement. Would you, if you could move back, would you? Like if you could like bring all your friends?
Yeah, I would love to. And it's not like my friends keeping me here. I mean, I went to community college, but then I saw that, UT was the best fit for me. And I think one day I might move back, but it's also like, I remember last time I talked to you about my boyfriend, right? Okay. Well, he goes up with me to visit him all the time, and my parents and him, they have a good relationship, so that's good. But he is a very, I guess, city life person. So he tells me, he says, you can move up there if you think it'll be good for you, but I probably wouldn't follow you, and we can, I mean, not like, oh yeah, I'm gonna break up with you if you move up there, but like, if you move there, I'll wait for you to come back or something. So I guess that's hard for me, because I guess I want to follow him wherever he goes, but I want him to be able to, I want us to be able to like find a common.
Right.
And I don't want to like dictate the situation of moving to somewhere he doesn't want to be. So.
I think that's a very mature way to look at it. Instead of just saying, no, I'm moving here, you have to come, kind of like realizing that it might not be his ideal place to live. But you don't have to live there forever.
Yeah.
You could always move like to a different part of Nashville. I mean, Nashville's huge.
Yeah.
So that could be cool.
And I thought about that too because, he's definitely like a city person. So I thought, maybe downtown Nashville, I think he would love that because he loves downtown Knoxville too. But also I don't know, it's just kind of in my mind like a anxious situation because I guess it's like, do I want to move back here because I want to, or do I feel like, my parents want me to, and I don't want to, like, I want to be close to them, but I don't want to, just move up there because everyone is, like, telling me to.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, just be your own independent person and try and figure out what you want out of the situation.
Yeah.
Or what would be most beneficial for you and potentially your boyfriend. How long have you been dating?
Almost 4 and a half, so almost 4, I guess.
Yeah, so like a good chunk of time. So I think that's totally rational to think kind of what he would want long term.
Yeah.
If what would that look like moving to Nashville? But I think that's a good thing to like really ask yourself, what would you be moving there for? Like, I mean, if it would just be family, like you said, you're very close to your family. But how, like, if that would, and that's very selfless, but like, what would that do to you if you're just always giving like, time for you and do what you want to do?
Right. And I don't want to be like selfish and just say Knoxville. Like it's not like, oh yeah, my family's not enough, I'm not gonna move there. It's because they're definitely enough. Like they provide me so much happiness and comfort, and I think it's really just maybe me finishing up my time in Knoxville right now, like with school, and I think maybe when I graduate I would definitely love to move there at some point, but it's, I don't know, because my boyfriend Steven, he's always like, yeah, whenever you graduate, let's just pack up and move to California. Oh my god, that's crazy. I mean, we could, but that's like a lot of planning. And I know my mom, she wouldn't prevent me from going, but she would be really upset, really sad. So I guess, I don't know.
Taking into consideration like their emotion before you do anything drastic, because Knoxville's only 3 hours from Nashville. California would be like 3 days.
Yeah.
So like taking that into consideration too. What, has your boyfriend graduated?
No, he's actually not in school, and I guess I can like, tell you a little bit more about that. He really, I don't know, he's in Knoxville. He's the light of my life. He's very caring. He's very nice, but he has just like a little tiny flaw of he, first of all, he has diabetes. He's had it since he was born. So he got pulled out of high school, so he never finished high school. And then he went to go get his GED, but he didn't finish it, so he has to go back at some point. But this has been a few years ago. And now he's had a few jobs, but he's just quit all of his jobs, and he doesn't have a job right now. And we live I think I told you we live together. So sometimes it's hard for me because I'm always like, I love you, but it's hard. He isn't like he comes up with the money to pay the rent, but it's hard. And his parents will help us out with groceries, which is really nice, but it's hard for me sometimes, when if I have to like cover him on certain aspects, and he'll like try and get a job, and he is trying, and he knows I can't do it all by myself because I had to cut my hours at work. But it's difficult for me to kind of, sit there and go to work and go to school while he's trying to sit at home. Does that make sense?
So you feel like you're juggling all these positions, like having to be a student, having to work, and having to like pay all these bills without any other support from him, your roommate.
Yeah, definitely. And I don't know, I know that was like a joke to one subject. Sorry, but yeah, I mean, it's hard for me to even, kind of talk to my mom about it because she loves him to death, but she's very strong-willed about, pulling your weight, I guess. And it's not like I don't know, I don't really sit there and enable him, I guess, but it's like he knows he needs to get a job, but he hasn't. And he's been trying, but like I know he put in a few applications and he was gonna go to something today, I think. He said it was either today or tomorrow. But he's been trying, I think he just gets overwhelmed with, the situations of having a very, I don't know, he gets overwhelmed in a job if it gets too monotonous. He hates it and he'll just leave. Which, I'll try and talk to him about it, but he just gets upset.
Yeah, so it's not a lack of motivation to get a job, it's if I get a job and I don't enjoy it, I don't want to work anymore.
Yeah, So that's kind of difficult for me, and I guess, I don't know. I guess I really doesn't like playing into my. And I don't know. It makes me a little bit anxious. I guess because we're trying to move out into a different apartment sometime soon because we live with one of our other friends and he was trying to move in with his brother. So we're trying to look at a different apartment complex. And I'm just thinking, how are we gonna, afford this because I can't do it on my own.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a lot of added pressure of like, and stress of trying to find a new place and trying to figure out how you're gonna pay for it all.
Yeah, definitely. So he provides me, like a lot of happiness and everything, like I said. But I guess it's just, I don't know, maybe, do I need, like, to, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I guess it's just, kind of another anxiety thing with, living away from my parents and then living with someone where I'm really stressed on money all the time,
Mm-hmm. Would you say you're a planner?
I think I am, but I don't really follow the plans.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
So you like make an outline, but you don't really get through with it. Maybe that could help with like money problems, or not problems, but money situations. If you made like I don't know, like an Excel spreadsheet or something, and kind of put like, this is how much money we're getting in, this is how much you could be bringing in, and like with that too, like you could have money to do fun things outside of just like working and paying for rent and groceries.
Definitely. And I think it'll be better, like, with school coming to an end, and I'll be able to, bring my hours back up and work a little bit more, so I'll have more money for for different things. But right now, I cut my hours, with school being really stressful. So that's been a little bit difficult. But, my parents they're willing to help. So that's good.
That's good. It does sound like you have a really supportive support system going on.
Yeah.
Really strong support system.
Definitely. And my parents, they always, tell me if I need to quit, I can. And it's really, I enjoy the fact that they, are willing to help. But I think I told you this last time. It's kind of a situation of, no, I need to be independent. I need to be able to do these things for myself. And I absolutely hate calling them and asking them for money because I had, bills. They always seem to pile up all at once. And I absolutely hate, asking if they can lend me something. So that's kind of hard sometimes. But I do have a good support system, which is good.
Does that kind of help take the anxiety off a little bit, thinking that you could call him and ask for help?
Yeah, it does. Because my parents, they're super understanding, and I guess the fact that they tell me that I could quit if I needed to, that helps me out. But at the same time, like I don't really like it when anyone pays for things for me. I don't like it when people lend me money. I have to always pay them back. So I guess even though I truly, truly appreciate them, giving me the money that I need, to pay for bills and everything, I hate, asking. And at the same time, if I'm asking because I can pay for my half, but I can't help pay for Steven's, I don't like asking them because, it's not their responsibility, I guess.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, because then it's kind of like that's his half of like everything. He should be trying to pull his weight because it's like a team effort. Trying to both work together.
Yeah.
And that wouldn't be fair on your parents to pay for not their child.
Yeah. And they.
Even if they like him and you guys have been dating for so long, it's still not really their responsibility.
Yeah, I agree. And sometimes it's just really hard to talk to him, I guess, because it's like he knows these things, but he doesn't really follow through or something. I don't know. Because I'll tell him, you really need, but it's more, more. That's pretty.
I don't know what it's doing now.
I really for them recording.
Because I think that's the screensaver.
How many did we get?
21.
Okay, cool.
Do you want to stop? Yeah. I don't know if it stopped. I think it stopped.